This video explores India, Asia, the post-Roman West, and Pax Mongolia. We'll examine the connections across continents during the early Middle Ages, focusing on trade networks and cultural exchanges, and highlighting the influence of figures like Kublai Khan. The early Middle Ages saw increased connections, particularly through maritime networks in the Indian Ocean and the Silk Roads. This period fostered a globally connected medieval world, united by trade and the exchange of ideas. This timeline highlights key events in India, the Indian Ocean Basin, and East Asia, showcasing the interconnectedness and significant developments across these regions during the period. Islam arrived in India with invaders, leading to the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. This introduced new cultural influences, but also strengthened India's existing diversity. East Asia, especially China, was also significantly affected by this trade and the spread of Buddhism. Caravanseries were vital outposts along the Silk Roads, providing secure shelter for travelers and serving as important meeting places for merchants to exchange goods, commodities, and ideas. In South Asia, the north became increasingly Muslim, while the south retained Hindu beliefs. Hinduism evolved with increased personal devotion and the caste system, where karma and dharma determined a person's reincarnation. This 18th century painting depicts the poet Jayadeva bowing to Vishnu, the beneficent preserver. Vishnu is one of the three major Hindu gods, alongside Brahma, the creator, and Shiva, the giver and destroyer of life. The Indian caste system was hierarchical, with varnas initially linked to professions. Mobility within this system was primarily achieved through reincarnation, dependent on one's dharma and accumulated karma. Buddhism flourished under the Tang, with Pure Land and Chan Zen gaining popularity. However, its growth led to persecution under Emperor Wuzong, who viewed it as a threat to Confucian and Taoist traditions. This image shows a page from the Diamond Sutra, the world's first block-printed book, highlighting the spread of Buddhist knowledge. Emperor Wuzong, also depicted, initiated widespread persecution of Buddhists in the 9th century. The Silk Roads facilitated extensive economic and cultural exchange, including the spread of Buddhism. Arab expansion and the Tang dynasty secured parts of these routes, while the Indian Ocean trade connected East Africa to distant regions. The Silk Roads were a vast network of routes, including land and maritime paths, connecting China with the West and various oasis towns and trading regions across the Indian Ocean. Key Swahili coast cities like Mombasa, Zanzibar, and Kilwa were crucial for Indian Ocean trade, driven by monsoon winds. Great Zimbabwe, an advanced inland civilization, also engaged in this extensive trade network. Sogdiana was vital to the Silk Roads, becoming the wealthiest region in Central Asia. Korea and Japan were greatly influenced by Chinese civilization, adopting aspects of its culture, religion, and governmental structures, while also developing unique traditions. Mongol envoys were ignored by Japan in 1268, leading to an invasion in 1274 that was repelled by a storm. A second invasion in 1281 was also thwarted by a typhoon, leading many to believe in divine protection or kamikaze. The post-Roman West faced political instability and decline, while Islamic kingdoms and the Byzantine Empire flourished. Charlemagne's reign exemplified the merging of Germanic, Roman, and Christian cultures, demonstrating a dynamic period of social transformation. This painting depicts an imaginary meeting between Charlemagne's representatives and the Islamic ruler Harun al-Rashid. Both leaders significantly shaped the history of Western Afro-Eurasia during the post-Roman era. This timeline highlights significant events in the post-Roman West and the Crusading movement, showcasing the key developments and transformations during this period. The early Middle Ages in the post-Roman West saw the emergence of a new society blending Roman, Christian, and Germanic traditions. Feudalism and manorialism provided social structure and security, laying groundwork for future stability. This illuminated initial from a 13th century French manuscript illustrates the three key members of medieval European society: the clergy, the warrior, and the laborer, reflecting the era's social order.